Rock Me Mama.
Welcome back. I'm
Hello.
Macy.
And I'm Amie.
And this is
Rock Me Mama.
Ooh. And that sound is Amy's boobies doing the Lord's work.
I'm pumping because it's just been a day, and when I left, he was sleeping, and he had nursed. I don't know what time you saw me nurse him. I don't know, a couple hours ago or
Yeah.
But he's been he's been like fussy on the boob, and I can't tell if there's something I'm eating that's making his tummy hurt, and he's been like unlatching and crying, and then I'll switch boobs, and like he's normally so chill, but the last couple days he's just really pumping has been easier because at least in the night he'll sleep through, which is great. I'm not complaining about him sleeping, but I'll wake up literally shooting milk into the air.
Right.
Because I'll go 4 hours or something.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've just decided, like, I just every 3 or 4 hours I have to pump because and then he'll wake up like starving and fussy because he's starving.
Right.
And then he'll chug and give himself gas.
Yep.
And then his tummy will hurt.
Yeah.
Because he's chugged.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're doing it to yourself.
It's a dance that I don't
and
even...
it's such a dance.
You don't even know it.
And Farrah did it too. I mean, Farrah was constantly uncomfortable, constantly upset, crying, fussy. But she, even as a toddler now, holds on to like her anger. She's like a vindictive little person. And
You
so,
don't say.
yeah. And so now I know that was a characteristic. Like that was actually
Like heart bit my cheek
part of her. Yeah.
2 years ago.
Yeah. Hard bite my cheek.
My
Literally 2 years ago.
Yeah. But he's not like that. Like his little personality, even at 2 months old, not even 2 months old, I can feel who he is. Like,
Yeah.
he's not like that. Like if he's upset, if he's crying, he's really
Something's wrong.
hurting. Yeah. So it's really sad and whatever.
Sweet baby.
So
You're
I'm pumping and I'm just in
You're
it and I'm in the fucking trenches and it's not fun. I don't enjoy this.
No.
There are beautiful little moments. For the most part, it's fucking hell.
Yeah.
I don't know why people enjoy this, like, beginning part.
It's because they forget. It's literally, I don't care what you say. It's because you forget.
It's gotta be.
Not like, nobody likes being
A cow.
a cow. Nobody likes being so sleep deprived that you can't even see without your eyes crossing.
Yeah.
It's literally because we get amnesia. You literally forget.
And you know what's worse, though, is that, like, Farrah is the reason that I'm so fucking tired. Like, I'm tired because of him. Of course, it's hard to have a baby. He's nursing all the time. But she is so much harder than him. And she is starting to, like, really resent that he's here. She loves him, but she's really starting to be like, why the fuck are you still holding that thing?
Yeah.
And...
Notice he still hasn't left.
Yeah. Notice that he's sticking around.
And he's really always on you.
And she's like, I want a nurse. And she's wanting me all the time and wanting me to hold her and pick her up, which like is fine. But like she's wanting me to not be with him.
Yeah. It's more
and so I
that.
feel a lot that like I told Nick the other day, I was like, I don't get to spend time with him. Other than nurse. I nurse and hand him off to Nick because she will not have it. And I'm like, I'm not having that. Like, I want to spend time with my baby.
Yeah.
He's my child too. So
it's so hard. And then you feel guilty
really
because
fucking
you feel
hard.
that way. It's such a...
the feelings I've been feeling.
My skin crawl thinking back on that
The
time.
feelings that I have been feeling because she's been sick this week. There are times that I've thought things that I feel such shame about thinking. That I'm just like, why are you like this? Why can't you be different? Why are you so hard? And like, I keep thinking that. And then I'm like, why would you ever want to change your child? Like, you fucking bitch.
Well,
you're awful. You're an awful person.
We have talked about this.
I know.
Those thoughts are momentary. They are reactive based off of how she is making you feel in a situation where you are sleep deprived. Your body is not your own. You have 2 children who need you and are naggy and reliant on you.
Yeah.
And it's like you can only take so much. And so those thoughts, it's not, do you actually genuinely want Farrah to not be Farrah? No. Right now, its tensions are high. And
but I would love her to be just slightly easier.
Yeah.
Sure.
I would. I'll say that.
But you don't need to be like, oh my God, I'm such a bitch. Like, I'm thinking this about my daughter. Because you like... those are they're quick, momentary thoughts.
Yeah.
This time it's so awful, but it is a blip. It's gonna be over.
Yeah.
She's gonna be back in school next week.
Yeah, I feel like she's never in school.
Same.
Like, what's that about?
They have so many fucking there's like holidays. There's
so
just
many,
all
like,
these things.
Early days that they do.
They're
too.
doing early dismissal all the time. They're like, today's
I'm like, I'm
today's
gonna early
red day.
dismiss from my existence if you don't keep my kid in school.
Yeah.
Really though.
Yeah. I'll get like
Ring,
an email
ring.
like, oh, just FYI, tomorrow is an early dismissal. Pick her up at 1:30. And we're like, excuse me.
Wait, one
Yeah.
day notice?
Well, apparently
they one day remind.
they're just reminding me.
Oh.
I do love her teacher. Her teacher like reminds me because I have mom brain.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, she's not in school enough. I'll tell you that much.
Well,
There could be a lot more
next
school.
week.
Yeah.
She'll get some space. You'll get some time with Tony.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
And he
though.
is
it
delicious.
really is so hard.
Like I do love the way, like the age as
man.
far as like his little dumpling
Oh,
body
yeah.
and his little smiles. You held him today.
It was a lot, you know.
He's-
He's so.
He's so scrumptious.
He's delicious.
Because the last few times I've seen him, he's either been nursing or like in the Duna,
Yeah.
like in passing or like at dose real quick when I've been working. And this is like the first time I've held him in a while, and I'm just like, his head's all fuzzy and he's all like
know.
cute, and he's
so
just and he's like a little tan, and it's just so cute.
I know he's little tan. He's like a little tan, chunky man,
He's so
He's just
stinking
so
sweet.
cute.
and he
He really
smiles and he talks like him and I talk all day. He loves to talk. Like he loves if I just put him like this and face him, and just talk. He's like, and he just smiles. I said he talks in Hebrew. He goes, That's like his language.
I love it.
Oh, that's so good.
It's so good.
He's so yummy. I need
It's
to
so
come to
cute. Oh my
It's
god.
a hard time.
It is. It's a hard
really
time.
hard time.
but it's
brutal.
delicious too. It's like
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah.
You'll remember mostly that. The deliciousness.
Yeah.
And like 6 months from now.
Yeah. And then the occasional, like, how did I get through that?
Yeah. Yeah.
For sure.
But you will. You'll get through it. All of y'all will.
I remember both of you, and you were both fucked up during
Hell
this time.
on earth.
Not swell.
No. No. No.
I literally like shiver thinking about it.
I shiver thinking about it.
I don't know. The amnesia hasn't fully hit me yet. I'm not sure it will.
When did the depression hit you? Was it this early or was it later on?
So I think I felt like I think I felt pretty good at like 8-ish weeks
You
mentally.
did.
Mentally. But physically I felt awful.
Yeah.
Because the second C-section really took it out of me.
I feel like you took a dip.
Yeah, when did you go crazy? We all go crazy at different times in this
I
friendship.
go crazy
Was it like
right
3
when we
or
get
4 months for you?
Oh, maybe. I was going to say right whenever we get home from the hospital, like 9 p.m., I cry for like
That's
hours
what it
on
was.
end.
That's
Hours
what it was.
on end.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
bad, like despair.
I didn't have baby blues this time.
I had
How
that,
weird.
The same thing with both of mine.
Oh, with both of them.
Yeah.
Because Rudy was born in like the most depressing time.
Yeah, really
or like you did a lot of it in January. So like you couldn't go
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Yeah.
got
That
home
shit
on
is-
Christmas
Well, and
Day.
also
Yeah.
you had to be
Yeah, y'all
away from Hart, and you didn't get to say goodbye to Hart and all that stuff. I think
Yeah.
that really affected you.
Yeah, there was like a whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, you know,
But you got depressed again at a later time. You were
I
depressed
think
for the
that's
first like 6 months.
probably
Yeah.
so I had the baby blues, and then it was from the day after that until present day. Next question, please.
Moving on.
Yeah.
I am speaking to a therapist though, who's really
I know.
great.
I feel like you've been so good lately.
and I'm also on a mood stabilizer in addition to my antidepressant.
Perfect.
I feel like you've been killing
Yeah,
it.
you're on the cocktail like me.
Yeah, I'm on the cocktail. I think the long-term goal is to keep up the therapy, get my physical health under control. Yeah. And then get off the Zoloft and
Yeah.
just stay on the mood stabilizer,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
I confidently can say I do need. So
Yeah. Yeah.
You've like.
I was
felt
on
really
that
good.
same one for a long time.
yeah, it did me a lot of good. It did me a lot of good before.
That's great.
So yeah.
Welcome, honey. Welcome to the club.
Y'all,
Crazy Pill
everybody.
Club.
Is it unfair to say that every mom is at least like a little bit depressed after having a baby? Maybe baby
I
blues.
think
Maybe
most
depressed
moms
is too
are
hard.
depressed.
Baby,
Well, yeah, I
much
think
of
baby
the
blues
time.
is like a whole thing on its own. Like that's kind of like a separate category. I don't
That's
know.
true.
I don't think like every single mom. Maybe.
I guess I wasn't.
I kind of hope not. I hope not.
I wasn't.
I think
with Eli.
most moms are kind of
Most,
depressed.
yes. Yeah.
Like
I mean-
not depressed, but I think most moms are definitely have like a lot of overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like an
Moment.
overwhelm.
Lonely, like-
yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Out
think
of body.
because
not
there's no
yourself.
end in sight. Like there's
Yeah.
no rest in sight.
Yeah.
Like there's no time that I can be like, oh, that's when I'll rest.
Yeah.
None.
No.
I can't be like, I'll rest in February. No, I
Yeah.
won't.
Yeah, and you know
Oh,
what?
I'll rest Sunday.
Every
no, I
time it
won't.
starts to get warm outside, I'm like,
Wrong.
oh, guys, summer break's coming. As soon as it starts, and I'm like,
What summer break?
shit, there's no summer
No.
break. I still have to work all through the summer.
Yeah, and there's
And
no
there's
weekends
kids
or
are-
weeks.
yeah.
And then- and
there's
then
no
I'm just a
nothing.
mom.
It's
And
all
Mondays are the same as
fucking-
Saturday. It's all the same.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's a timely conversation because we actually were going to go home. So we alternate families for holidays. So we do Thanksgiving with one, like with my side of the family, and then we'll do like Christmas with his, and then the next year we switch.
Yeah.
The order of it. So last year we actually didn't get either holiday with family because, I mean, I was,
Yeah.
3 weeks away from having Rudy at Thanksgiving, and then Christmas Day, we were coming home from the hospital. So,
Oh yeah.
I know, I
and
forgot
so-
that too until she just said that.
yeah, this year we were supposed to go to Georgia to see my family for Thanksgiving, and we like had the plan. And, what day was that? I think it must have been Friday, right? I think it was Friday. I don't know. Well, anyway, on top of everything, my boss is also on maternity leave, and she's very busy, and in work, it's just like there's this level of things to do that is so
Unreachable.
out of this world. I can't get my head wrapped around it. And I'm also a manager to 3 people.
Yeah.
And I'm whatever. And so Friday I call him, and I'm like actually pretty level-headed, and I was like, hey, so I'm super overwhelmed. And then we like started talking about it, and now we're like not going to see family because like I was going to have a couple days off, and now I have 9 meetings tomorrow.
Ew.
Okay, things like that. And so it's like, okay, yeah, I think I'm going to have like a break for a second and like go see family. And like, okay, it's not really a break because I'll have my kids, but like, it'll be fun. And then staying home and having 9 meetings though is actually like what's making me feel less overwhelmed than having to pack my kids up. And then like, but then tomorrow I'll still feel like guilty that we're not going to see them. It literally never stops.
No, it never stops.
It never stops.
No, there's like no winning.
at all.
No breaks.
At all.
It's so hard. I heard that too. What was that? Oh,
What is that?
is that Rooster?
Is that a kid or a dog?
I heard it twice.
Oh well, we'll let Bill go investigate. Maybe.
Anyways,
Don't know.
yeah, sorry. It's so overwhelming. It's just, I mean, it's so much to like wrap your head around.
I know it like never stops. Oh, you know what it probably was our cornhole boards. Were those standing up? It's really windy. Oh no, they're over there. Shut up, Morgan. They're down here in the room. They're not even outside in the rain and the wind. Anyway, someone else
there's a
talk
camera
now.
on you. When are we
Listen,
gonna
enough about me.
convince her to
Morgan
have
needs a
on
camera.
Enough about me.
Everybody's favorite is Morgan. We need them to see your face. Well, moral of the story is motherhood is hard.
Well, how long did it
Next.
take Eli to get used to Wyatt being around?
I don't think
Because
it
he
took
was
long.
like pissed.
He went through it. I really think it was the same time that she did,
Yeah.
but I don't really think it lasted that long. And like, listen,
How long?
How
I
long
don't
is
know.
that long? I don't know. It's motherhood time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't
Is
know.
that long? 2 weeks? Is that 2 years?
I
don't know.
remember thinking that he was having a hard time.
Yes,
But I don't remember how long it
think
lasted.
that it was over a month. I really don't.
Okay.
I do. Like, it was a pretty quick thing.
Well, that's good.
It was a pretty quick.
She
thing.
also like wants to touch him and like kiss him and like like eat him.
Yeah.
Which I love, except for not when she's sick. I'm
Yeah.
like, can you not? She licked his face a couple days ago, right when she got diagnosed. Like today's her third day on antibiotics. She licked his face basically right when she had strep. And I was like, can
just
you
like
not?
needed to
And then
lick
Morgan was like, babies don't get strep.
Yeah.
Very rare.
Or they rarely do.
Yeah. Because I was also very scared about that. And then Rudy didn't get it.
Yeah.
He didn't. Yeah, because toddlers like want to eat their siblings.
Yeah. It's like, I'm like, can you just
It's intense, the
give it a
love.
rest?
I get it. Like, I'm like, I want to eat him too, but like, can you not actually?
And then
lick
also,
his
if you're
face?
Wyatt, you want to eat every single baby. And
Oh my God, Wyatt
Did you
wants to
see
eat.
that I was about to say
Oh my
that.
God, Wyatt wants to eat everyone.
Y'all.
I love it.
I walked into school this morning for drop off. Okay. And this is not going to be as funny for the listeners. We need to find a video or picture to like pop
we
up
need a
so that they
video
can see
example.
this. Wyatt like physically love bombs.
Yeah.
And it's
Like, he
so
strangles
so
babies
passionate. Like
with-
it's not
with
out
love.
of ill
No,
will.
it's
He
like
literally
love.
like cannot control it and will like wrap himself around
He's
the
almost
baby and
melting
just, like, literally
and-
Yeah.
needs to become one with
Yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah.
And like we'll have to be like all done and he'll go,
All done.
but he's like he like cocoons around.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He like picks a baby and does it.
Yeah.
And he hasn't really been doing it as much lately. Or like
Yeah.
if he does, we'll be like all done and he stops. And we haven't thought about it in a while. And he's been at school now for a month and a half. And I dropped him off today and like drop off's been so good. He like
good.
loves class now. Like it's great. And I drop him off today. And there's this little girl, she's like getting something under the table. And he immediately, like, no hug, no nothing towards me. He literally sees her and he goes, hug, and walks up to her and lays on top of her like he does the babies and starts going like this. Like sumo wrestling her out of love. And
Love.
and I'm like,
loves
oh my
it.
God, oh my God, oh my God. And the teacher was like, he loves her. And I was like, has he been doing this? And she was like, yeah, but she doesn't mind it. And I was like, okay. And so I was like, hey, buddy, all done, like trying to get him off. Because
Yeah.
like, I know where this is going.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so the little girl kind of like stiff armed him away. And in my head, I'm like, good for you, girl. And the teacher was like, oh no, just say no. And I'm like, this is not her fault.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like,
my
she is getting
God.
love bombed.
She is getting
Yeah.
love bomb. And so then he like goes back and you know, like it's almost like each time the like love grows, you know?
Yeah.
And so he like, walks back over to her and he's like squeezing
shaking.
so hard he's
Yeah.
shaking. Like,
Yeah.
why,
Like,
all
oh,
done,
buddy.
all done.
The shaking.
And his
That's
teacher's
sweet,
like, oh, it's
baby.
fine. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
But that's so funny that you brought that up today because literally I have not seen him do it in weeks. And of course he's like apparently repetitively doing it
is
to
so
this little
cu- it
girl.
was
at
so
school.
cute.
It-
It's
I mean,
so
it really
cute.
just loves so hard.
Yeah, he loves hard.
Really
And
hard.
he's-
And he does it to Eli. His new thing is he loves to kiss and his pucker is like this.
Oh,
And he goes,
just take me
And
out.
so every night before bed, we'll say, okay, tell Eli night night. And we have like 3 videos I'll have to show after. But he'll go, and just chase Eli around, just around the playroom and we're like, Eli, let him give you a kiss. So he wants to eat Eli.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I
And
do
Farrah wants
understand
to
in
eat,
most
yeah.
instances the roles being reversed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
It's
not
the
in our
kid.
household. It's so sweet though.
When
Oh,
I was a
man,
little
it kills
girl,
me.
I used to like force myself on little boys.
Oh.
Aww.
Well, no, like in kindergarten or first grade, I forget, my mom would know, but like apparently like I liked this little boy so much that I like was like really harassing him and wanted to kiss him and
It's-
would run around trying to kiss him until his parents had to call.
Oh.
Did I tell you guys this?
No.
And they said that that I was making David feel uncomfortable.
David, if you're out there.
Sorry,
I was
it's-
trying to kiss him.
It's giving Farrah.
I loved him and I wanted to kiss him, and he didn't apparently want me to kiss him. But that
Well-
didn't matter to me.
Wow. David.
You said,
So I
Look at
was
what you
I
missed
was like,
out on.
you're getting kissed. I
yeah,
know,
I was
know.
like, whether you want it or not, you're getting it.
You think we
In
can find him?
kindergarten. I love that so
Yeah, like really young.
Maybe we could just find him to be like, look at her,
Like,
and
hey.
all her breast pump glory.
all that stuff starts so much earlier than I think.
Girls,
I realized.
no, girls like boys.
Yeah.
Very young. Boys like girls more like 9, 10. I don't
Yeah.
know, but it's older.
Yeah.
But girls, like even Farrah, there's a little kid named Lou in her class that she's like, I'm a little shy of Lou. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, I'm a little shy of Lou. And I'm like, so you have like a crush on She
Yeah.
told me she was a little
Shy of-
shy of heart today.
So cute. A little shy.
So, Mom, I'm a little shy of heart.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
But she has like crushes, and it'll start where she'll like just talk about that person nonstop, and we're like, "Do you like Lou?" And she's like, "No." And we're like, "Okay, but you really like Lou, right?" And she's like, "I'm a little shy."
That is everything. I'm a little shy.
But when I was a little girl, I had crushes on boys as young as I can remember. I mean,
same. I remember kindergarten chasing boys around, wanting to kiss them.
And I even remember like older boys, like seeing them and being like, "That's a cute boy," but I was like so little.
Yeah. I remember this guy in second grade named Alan Jackson. I shit you not. His name was Alan Jackson, and he had the biggest ears I'd ever seen. Oh, and he was really, he obviously, I think in second grade, I don't know what was going on there, but every day he had someone new he was kind of interested in, and one day I was the unlucky girl.
You were the unlucky.
We were sitting in. Like, it was like story time, where you're all like on a rug and you're kind of like fanned out a little bit. And he was sitting behind me and he was rubbing my back.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he was rubbing my back. And,
and
I remember being, and like, look, this was of no choice of my own. Like, he picked who he was after that day and he was rubbing my back. And I remember feeling, you guys are like, "Oh, I'm want to kiss boys," and chasing them around. Okay, this is one story. Okay, it was Alan Jackson. And I told him, I was like, "Ew, that's disgusting." It made me feel so icky. And then there was this other boy named Tyler who gave me this ring with like a piss yellow diamond thing in it, like jewel, that's the word I was looking for. And I put it on and he was kind of yucky, you guys. Like, even back then I was like, I was kind of grossed out by boys in general. But
yeah.
And then we went to church aftercare, like after school, and someone was like, and I was wearing the ring, I saw Tyler rubbing that on his penis.
No.
And then I went to the church bathroom and I threw it away.
Yes, you did.
Oh my God.
So those are that's what was happening to me.
Do you guys remember as little girls having crushes that were so deep, like on famous people?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Or like the crushes that were so deep.
Yeah, I guess that, like the truly unattainable. Yeah.
Yeah,
he would be arrested.
You would cry.
Yeah.
Like when I saw Titanic, I don't know how old I was, but I cried because I wanted to be with Leonardo DiCaprio.
I think we could get
so
Bill over here on the mic about Titanic crushes.
Oh, really?
Why is Bill a Kate Winslet guy?
Oh, he was.
I love Kate Winslet.
Wow. Sure was.
Even now, Kate Winslet now is fucking gorgeous.
Yeah, she's so gorgeous.
She's so gorgeous, and she's so fucking cool. No, but like I loved Prince William.
Oh, really?
I loved him.
I was never into them. I loved
Zac Efron. Horse. He's
Zac
so
Efron
cute.
was the one that I wanted to be with so badly.
Did you cry over it?
No, but I would act out that I was with it.
Sure. I had I'm older than you guys significantly. So like I had posters of Brad Pitt like on my wall. Brad Pitt was
ugly.
60.
Oh, false. He is
so hot.
60,
oh my God.
Chase and I just watched The Wolves, the new movie with him and George Clooney. First of all, they're only 3 years apart.
That's weird.
Yeah. Second of all, Chase and I were like, even Chase was like, whoa, over Brad Pitt when we found out how old he was. Like,
insanely gorgeous.
Yeah.
But when he was younger, like in Legends of the Falls or A River Runs Through It, like he was gorgeous to the point where like me and my best friend Megan would cry. Like we would watch movies of him and we'd see him and he'd show up on screen and we'd be like, ah! Because it's like we'll never be with him.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And like we want him so bad, we love him so much.
I felt that way about Heath Ledger in The Patriot.
Oh, Heath Ledger was a good one.
In effing peace.
Oh,
so sad.
God, he was
Y'all know he died when he was 28.
I thought he was a 27 Club. He wasn't.
He was 28, I think.
Oh, man,
I looked recently. Heath Ledger in The Patriot, and also what's his name?
Oh, Heath Ledger's a good one. He's so
Not
hot.
Mel Gibson, but like the bad guy.
What if your crush was Mel Gibson? That would be everything.
Oh,
I wouldn't be that surprised by that.
I was totally not going to also mention Mel at all, but Jason from Plus One was my big one.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is either.
You know Plus One?
No,
you knew Jump 5.
Jump 5. I don't remember Plus One.
So anyway, yeah.
Anyway.
Don't hate on Mel. Excuse me.
Well, he hates Jewish people.
Okay, hate on Mel all you want.
That is true. Yeah, that is true.
Hey, Mel, if you could just get uglier
Hey,
for me,
can you?
specifically in the movie The Patriot, that'd be great.
He was a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
For sure.
But then he said some like anti-Semitic shit.
Yeah.
He lost me there.
Yeah, understandable.
Canceled Mel in my
You're officially
heart.
canceled
He's been
by
canceled
the
in my heart.
Rock Me Mama podcast.
Yeah, he's been canceled in my heart, that's for sure.
So Farrah has her first crush she's shy of.
She's a little shy of Lou.
You know what we're having to have conversations about, and I did not anticipate having this conversation this early, is like not hanging out with kids that aren't good examples.
Ooh.
E has been getting, I think I've told you all this, but he gets like a yellow or a red, a yellow or a green face at the end of the day that just like tells us, you know, if you get a green face, obviously he was good. He's never gotten a red, knock on wood. But he's gotten yellows, and it's like not following directions.
Yeah.
Not,
She has the same thing, like stickers.
Yeah. It's nothing like slap the teacher. That would be a red, or like you'd probably be kicked out.
Yeah. Slap the teacher might. Yeah, that would be a thing.
Anyways, he's gotten a fair share of yellows this month, and I'm friends with, y'all know Caitlin. I'm friends with a girl named Caitlin. Her son is also in Eli's class, and so we talk a lot about it, and it's kind of fun to have like school drama.
Yeah, totally.
And so Caitlin knows a few of the other moms, and you know, blah blah blah. I don't want to say too much just in case. We have come to realize that there are 3 boys in class that, based off of Eli and then Caitlin's son, you know, their feedback, because like they tell you things.
Oh yeah. I love it. They actually can tell you.
Yeah, we know kind of who are the troublemakers in the class.
Yeah.
And so we're having to have conversations of like, you know, if so-and-so is, you know, not following directions, maybe it's time to walk away from them or go hang out with another friend. And so E has gotten, I think, 6 yellow faces this month. And like his teacher on Friday was like, I think, like, she talked to me about it. And
really,
it wasn't like he's acting out. She was just explaining, like, I think she was like, honestly, I think he's just gotten comfortable. Like, I think he's really happy here. So he's comfortable and is expressing himself, you know, whatever. And she was like, because I love him. He's such a good kid. Like, she's saying all these good things, but it's like he's comfortable. And I was like, yeah, like we've, you know, been having some conversations about all this. And so now we're practicing, like on the way to school. I'm like, if, you know, Bob is not following directions, what do we do? And he's like, we walk away. And I'm like, that's right. Which is crazy to me that at not even 4, I'm having to have those conversations.
I think a lot of those things are going to come up. Like even I've had to have the conversation of like, you can touch your vagina in your room. Yeah. Because I don't want to say you can't touch your vagina.
Right.
But, and I don't want to be like, don't do that.
Right.
But I also am like, can you not hurt your vagina?
Yeah.
Like you're hurting it.
Well, I sent all that picture of what E brought home.
It's red.
They're having like a body safety lesson the whole month of November. And so they're talking about like where we don't touch, who can touch, what to do if you feel, which I'm like.
And I had that conversation with her. I was like, you know, nobody should be touching you. Yeah. Unless it's your teacher wiping you.
Right. Which like, God, again, you know? I didn't think we'd be having these conversations this early. I know. It's maybe that's just naive of me, but it's stuff like that I'm like,
we probably didn't have the conversations had with us that early.
Yeah, so that's true.
But it's like whenever they're, I mean, I feel like the age appropriate way of talking about it, which of course the school and like we're doing that. Yeah, Hart has been really big about talking to strangers or not talking to strangers and saying we don't go to their car and we don't go to their house because we don't want to get dead.
Yeah, we don't want to get
she talks about death too.
She's
like, then you die. Yeah. I'm like, no, you don't necessarily die. But
like, well,
bad things can happen.
To teach you the lesson, then yes, you do.
We did not teach him that he would get dead if that happened. But then he said that, and we were like, well,
I know. They come up with shit on their own.
But you might get dead.
Yeah.
The best thing that they come up with it, but it's like spun off of things that we say. Yeah. This age has been my favorite. Eli is like, they absorb everything that we do and like try to reenact it, but it's like in a toddler way, so it's like never correct.
Yeah.
like one thing Eli's doing, because when you talk to them, you're like expressive, and we'll say like, did you really? And you'll like make little faces like that.
Yeah.
And E will try to redo them.
Yeah.
Saturday morning before we went to Thanksgiving, our like first Thanksgiving with the family, they didn't have a bath Friday night, and so we had to do it that morning. And so I'm like, hey, do you want to have a morning bath? And like that face that I do, and he does that back all the time. We'll be like, yeah. And so he looks at me and he goes, let's have a morning bath. And I'm like, yeah, buddy, we can do that. And he goes, this is the best thing he does. And I'm not going to be able to do it as good as him, but he'll go, we could. It could be cold or warm, either. Also, I was thinking either.
They
hot,
say it. They say words over and
either.
either.
And I'm literally like,
Farrah does
biting
actually.
my lip.
Yes.
Actually, that's the one
She
they
goes
say
actually.
all the time. Actually, hot. Either.
Yeah.
And I'm like, first of all, your face is gonna break off if you do that. Second of all,
It's gonna get stuck.
what?
Yeah.
But I don't want to laugh at him because he, in his mind,
No, he's
being
killing it.
So
He's killing
serious.
it, and
so
so
I'm like
cool.
biting
Dude is
my lip,
literate.
not laughing.
Yeah.
And he'll be like, "That's a good idea," and I'm like, "Who is making these faces?"
Yeah,
at you?
no,
They
it's
were
you.
cute.
It's you.
It's you. It's not
Yeah.
Chase. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Dude
Yeah.
is
It's
not
so
making
funny
any
to watch,
expressions.
though.
Oh
And
no, she does it too.
it's
And they
so
say it, but
funny.
just a little wrong.
A
Yeah.
little wrong, but with
Yeah.
the most confidence.
Yeah.
You can't be like,
I love
no.
it. And like
so
repeatedly.
freaking cute.
Repeatedly, it's
Heart's
the
been going,
best.
so Mom. So
What did he say to me tonight that was so fucking funny? He walked up to me. He was like, Amie, what the hell did he say?
remember.
God, it was so
I
good.
can like hear
funniest.
it, but I can't like hear the words. I don't
Yeah, me neither.
Oh my god,
But-
he's so funny.
know. Yeah, it's
And
They're
also,
just so
Farrah
fun to
will tell
watch.
me something that she's done wrong, but like tell me as if she's like, we don't.
Yes.
We don't hide muffins under the couch.
Yeah, and you're
That
like,
is a red choice. And I'm like, okay, but
red
why
choice.
are you bringing this up? She's like, we never smear ice cream all over the carpet. That's a red choice. I'm like, so you hid a muffin under the couch and you smeared
Yeah,
ice
thank
cream
you.
on
talk
the
about
carpet.
manipulation.
Like you're telling on
Farrah.
yourself. She's like, we never, and she does this. We
Yeah.
never do it. Oof, hear that milk?
Ayo.
It's a red choice.
A
Oh,
red
it's so good.
choice.
Like, why don't we make
They
a
do
green
that. They like
choice?
tattletale on themselves. Like
Yeah.
that video that Maddie sent us of Jack the other day made me laugh so hard.
Oh man, he looked like he shit his pants.
It was so funny. Eli's new thing is in terms of that, because there's always a new thing,
Oh yeah.
he'll say it at the end of every night. We do a little prayer, and so I'll start, and then he'll be like, "Do you want to say anything?" And he'll finish it. Like 2 nights ago, he went, "And we do not get out of bed once we go to sleep. In Jesus' name, I pray, Amen." Because he says Amen, and I'm like, "Correct, Amen."
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
we don't
Amen
do.
to that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But he like doesn't like he interprets it as this.
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
this
Oh,
is
yeah.
the way we do it. It's
She
so funny.
mentions
It's the
Jesus
best.
too a lot to me, and I'm like, cool.
Yeah, sure.
A great guy.
Great.
Heard
Really
good
great.
things.
Really nice guy.
Heard good things. I bet she does.
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
bet she does.
And she always tells me I'm a baddie. If I don't, because Hart said that to you. He said, you're a
You're a
bad
bad guy.
You're a bad guy. So if I don't do what she wants, she says, you're a baddie.
Yes.
And I'm like, a baddie?
That's another thing they've started doing. And then we can like get off of this topic, but like now, like when he is told something that he can't do, that's not nice. And I'm like,
Yeah.
excuse me.
Yeah. She
I've
says
had to
she's
have
going to
that
tell her teacher
conversation.
on me. And she's like,
Yeah.
I'm telling Miss Heron. I go ahead.
Right.
Tell her that you were a brat.
Yeah. But it's things like that. I'm like, oh my God, I don't even know the words to like describe what is happening in their brains,
Yeah.
but it's putting, I don't know, they're like trying to be bigger than they really are.
And I know exactly what's happening with Farrah. She does not believe there is a hierarchy in our house.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
She is the hierarchy.
Yeah.
Every level
Genuinely,
of it.
she does not see Nick and I as her parents. She sees us as her equals.
Yeah.
And she's like, you tell me what to do, and I tell you what to do. So we'll be like, don't do that. And she's like, you don't do that. And we're like, that's not how this works.
Oh God.
No matter what we do. I mean, I'm listening to fucking books. We're trying a bunch of different methods. She is just a rebellious little thing.
Yeah.
That's
I
true.
do think it's just
true.
It's who she is.
It's who she is.
Yep.
Not to be discouraging, but it is who she is.
No, it's who she is. It's like
Yeah,
she's
100%.
going to be telling me to go fuck myself.
At the age of 8.
In about 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. And I don't know what. I mean, it's hard for me to discipline or like even not laugh when she's doing things that I clearly did
I know.
my whole
for
life.
sure.
My mom's always like, you know that she is exactly you. Like you're exact. I'm like,
And you're
great.
like, I know.
Yeah, great.
I know.
All
Be a long
just
life. I've said
so
that
much
to her the other
fun
day.
to
I was
be
like, it's going to be a
had.
long life, kid.
Yeah, that's true.
Was she
Going
like,
to torment me.
She is, but she's also going to be the best.
Yeah, but she's the best.
Rock, rock, rock me, mama.